view from the shed. Another beautiful day here in the townships. As I mentioned in my last video, on my way back from Georgian Bay after a beautiful long weekend sailing with my oldest friend George, I was heading home to take on my list of summer projects. One of those projects got accelerated unexpectedly, but I was happy that it happened. I have several very large um, ash trees that have been attacked by the Asian bulgur beetle that kills them off completely. One at the lower lawn that was completely dead for a couple of years, the bark falling off of it, branches starting to fall. Another very large one overlooking the house, which had some leaves last year, but this year was completely dead. And one right beside the shed that was also precariously leaning in towards the building. And I could have taken the one down at the lower lawn, which would have been a lot of work and carting away branches to the dump. But um, I know I don't have the skills, nor am I willing to take on the task of trying to cut down large trees close to my house where people and buildings would be in danger. So I started the process of looking for someone to help me with it. And I found a pamphlet in the mail, just kind of random, of a guy presenting himself as a professional arborist from a neighboring village, and I reached out to him. He came to see me, and I really liked him. Young guy, can't be older than 23, 24, and we came to agreement on our price, including removal of uh, one of the stumps from the trees. The other ones are kind of off out of the way, as well as some old stumps on the property that were in the way of either my trail or causing serious problems for cutting grass. So he agreed to do all that. He had the equipment, and then he called me and told me he was ready. So Tuesday morning he turned up, and he works in a team with his girlfriend. There's quite a story there. I'm going to share with you when I wrap up the video. But right now I'm going to show you some clips of the tremendous work that they did, and talk to you again in a few minutes, and bring it all to a close. So today's project, which has started a little unexpectedly early, is to cut down some dead ash trees which have been attacked by that worm that's just, or beetle that's just killing them. I've got three in precarious situations, and some stumps that have to be removed. So the kid that's doing it, the professional, he's coming a little bit early, which is good. So he's coming today around 7 a.m. You can see that this one here is precariously close to the shed, so it has to come down quickly, and that's going to be one of the three. The other two are completely dead. This one has a little bit of leaves just at the top. It's not looking very healthy, and this is what they look like when they're completely dead. This one I could have taken down myself. It can't really harm anything in falling down, and I'm cut down 1,000 trees, but I'm getting more cautious as I get older. That's not the way I want to go with a branch sticking out of my head. Um, but I would have taken this one down myself and carted everything off to the dump. The next tree though is right beside the house, and there's no way I could do that one. I just don't have the skills. This one, leaning right over the roof, also completely dead. That one's going to be entertaining to watch them take out. We get a lot of wind. Those branches are precariously close to the roof. So it's coming down today as well. And they're going to be digging out some old stumps that have been around for probably 10, 15 years that are just part of the ongoing challenge that is to cut the grass here. So they're going to grind those out. Looking forward to seeing them at work, and we'll see how it goes. Bon, on va fumer ça. J'ai manqué le spectacle de voir ton collègue monter l'arbre tantôt, fait que là, je vais pouvoir le faire. C'est plus qu'une collègue. Je voulais pas assumer ça, mais ça doit être l'amour parce que non, mais honnêtement, je peux vous dire que moi, je le ferais. Si j'étais jeune puis en forme. I hope you enjoyed those clips of some hardworking young people building a business and a life for themselves. I have to say, I was struck by their teamwork, um, their safety consciousness. They had the right gear, the right boots, the right helmets, masks, clothing that are resistant to chainsaws. And the young man had, his name was Mathieu, was a genius at climbing trees. He had the spikes, and he commented the deader the tree was, the harder it was to get the spikes in. But he went up. He coordinated with his girlfriend Felicia on bringing the branches down, and then she would remove them and put them over towards the wood chipper, and then together they would chip the branches and logs up to 9 inches. And then they did a wonderful job of cleaning up their mess. They had rakes. They cleaned up. And he had a stump grinder. I don't know if you've ever seen one of these things, but it's quite a machine, makes a lot of noise. And he is fairly new, but he pretty much killed the blades on some of my stumps in the woods. He hit a few rocks, did a great job, but I'm sure he had to replace the blades. And in the end, when he was doing the old stumps on the lawn and the one at the lower lawn that from the big ash tree that came down, he almost had to grind them to dust because the blades were shot. Um, they were very pleasant company over 2 days. I kept checking in with them, chit-chatting with them, as you can see in the videos. And I know I'm always inspired when I see young people out there working, doing something of quality, doing something that requires skill, and doing it with a smile and a level of collegiality. Just watching them was a pleasure. They were in sync. They ate lunch together. They played with my dog, uh, but they did first and foremost very good quality work for exactly the price that we'd agreed to, except a little surplus for some extra stumps I threw in at the end, which was very reasonable. So um, it was a successful project. So one off the list, and I don't know, 1,000 more to go, and that's all in my my pursuit of happiness, Rule number 5. So one, getting things off my list is something that makes me happy. And two, any opportunity that I have to interact with young people doing something is an inspiration to me. And these two were to be commended for their teamwork and the quality of their work. I'm Michael. This is The View from the Shed. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe if you did. Share it with your friends if you can. And we'll see you next time. Another project or another story. We'll see. Cheers.